Animal cruelty needs to stop. An estimated 6 to 8 million cats and dogs enter shelters each year. Of those cats and dogs, 5 million are euthanized. That's one cat or dog killed every 6.5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. One dog just died. That could be your lost puppy you never found. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. One cat just died. That cat had a name and possibly a family, but it ran away. That statistic should upset you, make you angry. Well, that's just some of what happens to our supposedly beloved man's best friend and our furry feline friends. According to Pets by the Numbers in 2019, 3.7 million of those 5 million cats and dogs are euthanized solely because there just aren't enough homes for them, not because they are bad or unlovable. There are millions more that are abandoned in country and city areas. These killings need to stop. How do we stop this? Stop puppy mills. Adopt, don't shop. Puppy mills are a breeder's past way of making money. They breed only purebred bloodlines and deny shelter dogs a chance for a good, loving home. But did you know that 25% of the dogs that enter shelters each year are purebreds, as stated by Pets by Numbers? Did you also know that you can purchase a purebred from your local shelter for as little as $75? That's less than half the price of a breeder. Imagine 3 or 4 dogs crammed into a small cage. Their coats are matted and dirty from their own waste. Their bodies are thin and cold. They are starving for attention. This is the life for a dog in a puppy mill. Can you picture your own dog living like this? No, you can't. It's unimaginable. Puppy mills are just one of many forms of abuse inflicted on animals. Animal abuse can happen in your own neighborhood without you knowing. Dogfighting is a hidden practice in many cities. Dogfighting is a lethal form of abuse. Dogfighters breed dogs to fight them with the intent to kill. They starve the dogs to make them mean, beat them to make them tough, place heavy chains around their necks to increase muscle mass, and force them to run on treadmills to increase endurance. These animals live and breathe fighting. It's all they know. They want to be lovable and be man's best friend, but they can't because their owners won't let them. In an actual dog fight, dogs are forced to fight with severe injuries until one or more of the dogs are dead. The dogs are poked and hit with sharp objects to force anger. As of 2008, dogfighting is a felony in all 50 states, the District of Columbia, Guam, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands, according to the ASPCA, a closer look at dogfighting. And of course, we all know the most famous dogfighter, Michael Vick. He was convicted of illegal dogfighting and spent 23 months in jail. You think you've heard the worst, but what about animal testing? Do you know what actually goes on in those laboratories? The pain and neglect the animals face is horrendous. They live in small, crammed cages and live much like a dog in a puppy mill. In the animal testing industry, there isn't an animal they won't test on. Animals that are used in experimentation are supplied to the labs by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, or what we know it as, the USDA. Class A dealers sell purpose-bred animals born into this world only to be experimented on and then killed. Class B dealers supply random source animals purchased at auctions, adopted from unsuspecting individuals who placed free to good home ads in their local papers. They're even stolen from people's backyards. Incredibly, 17 to 22 million animals are tested on each year. Of those used for testing, 50% die 2 to 3 weeks after being tested on, according to the Humane Society International on animal testing. And 10,000 animals are killed for every new pesticide chemical tested. Animals are used to test cosmetics, such as mascaras, foundations, rouges. They are also used to test personal care and common household products, such as Huggies, Tide, Kleenex, 3M, Axe, and many, many more. Not only does PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, fight against animal testing, they also fight against animals used for clothing. With their ad campaign, "Would you rather go naked than wear fur?" Because I certainly would. Do you think you look cool in that leather jacket? How cool would you feel if you knew that you'd be wearing a baby goat's skin or even the skin from dogs? The fur industry would like you to believe that fur is a fabric, but it's actually ripped off the skin, ripped off the backs of animals. Every piece of fur or leather is the result of horrific cruelty. It takes as many as 40 animals to make one fur or leather coat. Each year, the fur industry kills over 50 million animals for fashion. And despite what many people think, leather is not a slaughterhouse byproduct. It may come from a sheep, goat, or Tibetan antelope. It may be called wool, mohair, cashmere, pashmina, but no matter what you call it, it means bad news for the animal it came from. You think it's only deer that overpopulate us? Think again. For every one human born, 7 puppies and kittens are born. So if this class were of puppies and kittens, there would be 182 of them. And for perspective, while you were listening to my speech, approximately 65 cats and or dogs were killed in shelters. So please, spay and neuter your pets, and don't forget, you can help fight animal abuse by donating your time and or money to the ASPCA, PETA, and your local Humane Society.